Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. Food wasting on TikTok. Those of you that have been following the channel for a while now will know that I have a little bit of a history with people wasting food on TikTok. I covered a video on it in the past and I just found it shameful, insulting, and massively wasteful. Today we're going to be taking a look at a subreddit called r/StupidFood, and it is no different. It is primarily videos from TikTok, and it is wasteful and stupid and foods that just often go too far. Let's take a look, shall we? Now this first video is actually, I guess, a bit of a redemption arc. You'll remember this guy from my original video on food wasting in TikTok.
Extra fruit! All that sugar!
So obviously he starts with the video of himself wasting the food and then goes into this like redemption arc of like, oh, there's so many people out there that need this food. And like, okay, what he's doing is he's making food and he's giving it to people that need food. You know, he's giving it to homeless people and such. And as an act on its own, that's a good act. He's doing a good thing. He's making really nice food with fruit and carbs, things that you need. However, I can't help but feel like it's overshadowed by the fact that he's only doing this to placate a TikTok audience. Like, at the end of the day, is that not the only reason he's really doing it? It's still for views. It's still a charitable act being done for views. So I don't know. I don't think it really redeems the like dozens of videos in the past, you know? But maybe that's just me. So we start with sous videing a whole block of cheese, I guess, because why not, right? And then what? Are they bacon bits or is it crispy onion or both? Roll it out. Sure. Okay, there will probably a lot of far better ways to do that, but okay. Right, some just whole lettuce leaves. Okay, so far we've got like bacon, lettuce, and cheese. Fine. A load of mince. Okay, still not really that crazy. Some pepper. Fine. Onion. Fine. This is a normal meal. Just a load of ketchup, mustard, and more cheese. And then you just lay it onto the bacony cheese that you already rolled out and then just roll it up. There were so many better ways to go about this without, I mean, how do you even, you have to eat that with a knife and fork, you know? So there was no point rolling it up. Like, you could have tortilled it and then rolling it up would have made sense because you can eat it with your hands, but you can't eat that with your hands. You could have had all of those ingredients laid out differently. I don't know why you just went and layered in a ton of ketchup and mustard and then extra cheese. They always add extra cheese as well. That one wasn't the worst, but like, it was just unnecessary, you know? Next, we've got some Indian street food. So he's got like a cup thing, some soup, cool. By this point, all of the first pour has basically been washed out by the other pours. You're not getting any of the flavors from these different sauces. Like, you basically only get the last one, and then just sticks a thing on top. Slather some sauce on it, sure. You're sprinkle some random crap on it, sure. So basically you just have to deep throat it and it explodes all over you. What is the point? You only get one bit of those sauce. The sauce is gonna go everywhere. You can't like drink the sauce out of it and then eat it because he stuck a load of stuff on top. Why? This next one it's just gross. So we have some pastry or some dough or whatever. The amount of flies, and this dude's trying to fold this pastry. This is not how... This is awful. This is gross. This is awful. There are 100% flies rolled up into this pastry. I don't know where this is or who they're giving this pastry to, but I want none of it. I want none of that. That is awful. That's the worst. That's awful. No. Right, so this next video is another case of, you know, someone doing something that is kind of good and then they keep taking it too far.
Welcome to All Things Pasta, where I'm trying to invent new pasta shapes, which is really hard, because there's already thousands, but that ain't going to stop me trying. And I'll get my chicken thighs deboned in a
don't know why the sword was necessary.
Egg whites and a concoction of magic white powder.
Right, I gotta rewind this. He added moonshine egg whites and then like MSG salt and baking soda? The moonshine is the thing that's really throwing me off here. Anyway.
Whatever courgettes haven't been eaten by the
I don't like
slugs, and then let
courgettes.
it rest.
But-
I'll make a quick pasta.
And then
Ground
you
in a
rest the
pestle and
courgettes in the
mortar and
sauce,
then finished
fine.
in a mini food processor and blitzed up with an egg to help it set. And then I'll get
Yeah,
my
pesto,
pasta
that's
rolled
fine.
out into a big sheet and then repeat, and then spread this all over and lay it on top, seal it up, trim the excess and press with a fork. To get
Okay, so, pausing here, it's ravioli. It's a giant ravioli, but it's some pesto ravioli. And there's nothing really wrong with a giant pesto ravioli, you know? That could be nice.
this rapioli, which I'll lay in salted water to cook it for a few minutes and then let it drain off. I
That's
also
fine.
made a cheesy, herby dry mix to coat my chicken in like this, and I'll get them deep fried till nice, and then I'll fry my courgette
fried chicken.
fries for a while. And lay
Deep
'em
fried
all on
courgette.
marinara
What was
with
the
a
point?
bulb of bara-
What was the point of the sauce that you made with the moonshine and everything that the courgette was in? Because you just deep fried the courgette. Most of that sauce is probably like kind of gone.
and lay them all on marinara.
Right, so we added some marinara. I can't say it. I can't say it. The sauce. Then with the fried chicken and courgette.
With a bulb of burrata, some balsamic and rocket and fold
Okay.
and wrap it and seal, and then baste in
Right,
garlic
so
butter.
it should have ended there with wrapping all that up in the pasta and sealing it. That would have been fine. Only now he's added it to a pan and he's frying it in like more butter.
Butter before getting it cut open to show my rapioli burrito needing
Right.
some more marinara.
And then more
I'll eat
marinara. Just, there were so many points here where it was like, okay, that could have ended there. Okay, no, he carried on. Okay, that could have ended there. Okay, no, he carried on. Like, it just gets more and more unnecessary the longer it goes on for.
Okay. I want to do this for a long time.
Okay, I already could see this going.
It's beautiful.
No, don't do.
Stick it in here like that.
This is so unnecessary.
Right at the bottom.
This is the messiest, most wasteful, unnecessary way of doing that. Half of the stuff in your burger has fallen out in that ketchup. You're not gonna taste the burger you're eating because it's gonna be so overpowered by sugar and vinegar. Why? Why is that how you did that? You're covered in ketchup now. Just, I don't understand. I don't understand. I went to Scotland and ate deep fried pizza. My verdict, very stupid. Scotland, come on now, right? You do a lot of things great, and like, your politics are better than us in England, and you wanted to leave England and we didn't let you, and like, I'm on your side. I would rather go to Scotland and then Scotland leave the UK, whatever. But you don't need to deep fry pizza. Come on now. Pizza doesn't need to be deep fried. It's enough. It's enough that it was pizza. Just let it stay as pizza. And even adding more chips, like, fine, but come on. So, following the trend of why would, oh, you did it, but why? Right. So he's making fried chicken in a hotel bathroom. I'm gonna have to remove the music for this because it's gonna be copyright. But like, again, why? Also, I feel so bad for the people that work in the hotel that have to clean this up. Because I bet he didn't. And especially not adequately after handling raw chicken in the bathroom. Just deep fries it. An entire chicken. Why? Why though? And then pours, right, that's the real kicker here. That hot oil that he just deep fried chicken in with herbs and spices and all sorts, just pours it down the drain. Just pours hot oil straight down a drain. Don't do that. Don't do that. But why though? But why though? Even if it was a success, why though? Philly burrito. But why? Right, You gotta have the, you know, the thumbs up, like the, yeah, look, good food. So many of these have that, because they've got to make sure you know that it tastes good, right? But here's the thing, right? You had a sandwich with stuff in it, and then you put it on a pizza and rolled it. What you could have done is removed the bread from the sandwich and everything that you had in that sandwich, put it on the pizza, and then just had like a Philly style pizza that just has all the stuff that would have been in that sandwich on the pizza, and that would have been fine and good. But instead, you had the bread of the pizza base, a cheese pizza, and then just an entire sandwich with all of its bread rolled up into the pizza. That's so much bread. That's so unnecessary. And you rolled it up as if rolling it up is gonna make such a huge difference. Like, it's just so unnecessary. It would have been better if it didn't have the sandwich. That's all I'm saying. Fish fillet plus cookies and a cream ice cream. It's a Mississippi thing. I don't know if this is actually a Mississippi thing or not, but if it is, Mississippi, what the is wrong with you? No, I refuse to accept, regardless of whether this is a Mississippi thing. This is not okay. Don't do that. Ice cream, cookies and cream ice cream and fish with cheese and a bun. No, that's fucking vile. That's wrong. This is God is weeping. This is abhorrent. This is against nature. Congratulations, Mississippi. You have made God cry. Ah, yes, mixing alcohol and fire. What could possibly go wrong? I spilled... God, jeez. First of all, don't serve flaming alcohol. Even if you're good at doing it, don't serve flaming alcohol to drunk people, because that's not gonna go well. But second, just don't serve flaming alcohol. Fire doesn't mix with doing tricks like this on a table in front of people that can mess up the tricks you're doing. But they clearly weren't even practiced. They were just putting shit on fire and hoping it looked cool. Don't do that. Don't... Miracle rice. Plant-based rice style. All rice is plant-based. It's a plant. You can't just put plant-based on things and call it a miracle when it is already plant-based because it's a plant.
I'll be coming in with a good amount of pre-cooked ramen noodles, okay? How about an amount along these lines, and now we go down and we're just gonna press it into a waffle. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, right. Look, the reason noodles are nice is because they're soft and you add the sauce and they've got flavor and you eat them with chopsticks or a fork or whatever, and they're soft and they're a little bit chewy and they go down easy and they go with whatever stuff you put on them, okay? If you take those and waffle press them, and this was without the sauce, this was just plain watered noodles, you've just got crunchy, tough, hard to eat, chewy noodles. Okay, and then it carries on.
Generous slice of spam, just like that. We coming in with our slice of spam. Look at that.
It was bad enough that it was spam.
And into a waffle spam.
And then you waffle spammed it.
Check this out. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course, if you put something in a hot press, it will end up cooked in the shape of that hot press. Why is that surprising?
We bring in our butter and let this melt. Check it out.
Okay, they melted some butter.
We want to add a little bit of flour, a little bit of milk.
Yeah.
The soup base of our ramen package.
Right.
So this is the chicken flavored one. And we go in. We bringing our ramen waffle back with our chicken flavored roux. So this is gonna be the base.
They used so little sauce. They used like 2 teaspoons of that whole thing of sauce that they made, like a mug of sauce.
Spam waffle.
Okay, they added the spam.
A little bit of our
a little bit more of the sauce, of course.
On some green onions, you see. Ladies and
is
gentlemen,
that it? So yeah, they used like four spoons of all of that sauce they made on some spam and noodles. Look how you can even see how dry those noodles are now after they've been pressed in the waffle press. That looks vile. That looks absolutely grim. You can't save that by putting a bit of spring onion on top on a bit of sauce. No, and they wasted so much sauce. No, that's not okay. This next one. Ugh. Right, so we got some KFC. Put that KFC in a mortar and crush it up with a pestle. Sure. Add some coleslaw, because as we all know, what you want out of your KFC is for it to be pre-chewed right? And then he breads it up and everything and then fries it. So you used KFC to create KFC. You looked at KFC and went, oh, you know what? I really wish my KFC was pre-chewed and had any texture that it might have had absolutely destroyed. But I then want it to be re-deep fried so that I still have to chew the textureless, mushy, pre-chewed KFC. Just eat the KFC and coleslaw. Bro, you added nothing to that KFC. You made it worse. Why? But why though? Speaking of making things worse.
All right, y'all, today we'll be trying my followers Raising Cane's orders. I got the 6-piece tender meal. All right, so you grab your Texas toast, cut a line down the middle.
Right, so like you could get a bun.
Grab a tender, some fries.
Okay.
And some cane sauce.
Not super weird so far.
That's what it looks like. Now you grab your cup of cane sauce and your little sandwich.
No.
Tip.
So why did you put the cane sauce on top?
Oh my goodness.
What was the point of adding cane sauce? You're not going to taste any of that food.
That might just be the greatest thing I've ever tasted.
I don't believe you. No. You can't just dip the entire thing in sauce and go, that might just be the best thing I've ever tasted. All you're tasting is sauce. What you're saying is the best thing you've ever tasted is that you just like sauce. You're not tasting the food with that much sauce on it. And why did you add sauce on top of it if you're dunking it in the sauce? That was an unnecessary step. Dipping the chicken in the sauce. Fine. Just dipping the whole bread roll in the sauce.
Best toast ever.
Best, you can't taste the toast, bro. Don't lie. All you're tasting is sauce.
Raising Cane's is just amazing fast food. Their chicken might be the best fast food chicken. I'm about to OD on cane sauce. I like it. I approve.
You can't be like, yeah, that chicken might just be the best chicken if you're just drowning it in sauce. How do you know it's the best chicken if you're drowning it in sauce? Stop that. Stop that. Right, this next one isn't the worst of these. However, there's a whole element of the stupid TikTok comedy that is, oh, I didn't know how to make a joke, so I just pulled a funny face, and that's funny, right? But it is also still stupid food, so we're just gonna... Avocado, okay? Cuts it open. Yep. Right, see, it's funny because he pulled a funny face. Right, so it's an avocado with a tomato in it, some bacon, and then they're frying it in oil, I guess. Adding some cheese, because of course they always need to add cheese. And then they cut it open, right? And it's raw tomato and raw avocado with what looks like barely cooked bacon on there. And then it's deep fried with some cheese. This would have been fine if it was like avocado and tomato salad with some cooked bacon and some cheese. There was no need for these to all be a single entity that was then deep fried. Why does everything need to be deep fried? And why does it all need to be combined into one food? You could have had just a nice like bacon salad here, but no, you had to deep fry it and coat it in cheese. And then they eat it and pull faces because they've got to pull the faces. How else would you know that this is hilarious hijinks if they don't pull the faces? But yeah, so many of these are just so wasteful. They're so unnecessary. Like, you know that dude with the cane sauce used like maybe a third of that cup and threw out the rest of that sauce. Like, I guarantee that the noodle waffle press with the spam and the sauce, that dude didn't even eat because you don't see him eat it. He just makes it. I hate internet with food, especially TikTok, when it comes into contact with food, because it always just creates the worst things. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna end the video. Please don't waste food. Just don't do it. Please. I'm gonna be streaming in 2 hours as of this video going live, or probably closer to an hour and a half as of the ending of this video. So go check out my Twitch. If you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below. I hate that I'm considering this but like, if enough people want me to, and if this video does well enough, when Leo is back from work experience and can babysit me and maybe film, maybe I'll make some r/stupid food. Maybe I'll take one of the stupid food recipes and I'll make it and I'll try it. So if you want to see that, let me know. I don't, but yeah. Anyway, special thank you to all of the incredible, amazing, wonderful people that do support the channel. It genuinely helps so much. My channel's struggling at the moment, so having the stable income that is patrons and members genuinely helps. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.